Hello, welcome in. This is episode 32 of Pure Pressure Podcast. This is another, or part 2, or however you want to say, of 9 pounds of pressure. Anytime that you see pressure and Ross together, it will be just that. You know what I'm saying?
9 pounds of pressure.
9 pounds of pressure. It's a collaboration that me and my sis came up with. We got a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, we want to talk, and it's a lot that we relate on, and it just makes sense for us to do this, collaboration together. She will be starting her own podcast, and as y'all know, I don't mind helping those that I love and those that support me when it comes to new endeavors or things that I may have some, knowledge about. And I'm gonna push her. I don't give a fuck. I fucking love you. So, bitch, my little sister, and but not really love, but anyway, you know what I mean. But this episode is titled "Death to Me."
My bad.
Death to the old me. And the reason that I wanted to, put it that way is because I feel like with a lot of things that are going on right now in the world, especially the death of Takeoff, like it put a lot of thoughts, and it brought me to realization that no matter what you do to try to change yourself, if you're authentic in some type of way, if you got a heart, if you, dealing with people or things or situations from your past, in some type of way, it's always going to affect you. And sometimes the people around you don't want to allow you to end them old habits or to change who you used to be. And sometimes people expect you to continue to be the way you used to be. That's why if you paid attention to the art for this episode, there's a butterfly, and there's a snail that says you change, and the butterfly says we're supposed to. Like, we're all supposed to grow. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to develop. You're supposed to be better. That's what you're supposed to be trying to do with yourself. It's always been, even in science, when you look at evolution and how people grew, and you look at technology and how things change, it's all about changing and growing and building on what was there before and making it something better and new and more innovative. That's what it's about. So why is it so hard for people to understand and to respect and to see when people are changing and people are evolving and people are killing off old parts of themselves? Like, I don't really understand that. And it was something that I deal with on a regular, when a lot of people, I've on previous episodes talk about things I've been through and how I carried myself, and I'm honest about who I was and how I carried it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Pure Pressure is about. It's about being okay with who you are, all parts of you, whether it's negative, whether it's pretty or not. But also being dedicated to changing that perspective or to being better. Like, my entire brand is about taking what you used to be and creating what you desire and what you deserve. Because just because you come from the projects, just because you come from poverty, just because you come from struggle, abuse, damage, does not mean that's who you are or what you're meant to be. That's not what I believe. Ain't nobody gonna make me believe that. I know better, see better. Like, my life has shown me better. My faith has taught me better. Ain't no way. So why is it that, I've realized, like, and I told my boyfriend, I told him, like, part of this episode is dedicated to him. And the reason that is because even when you think you have deaded off some old habits for real, or some old thinking or old perspective and stuff, sometimes God puts people around you to check you, like you ain't fully healed, that you ain't, and you know what I'm saying, and that comes sometimes in the form of love. If you're a person who loves hard and you fall for somebody, sometimes that person you fall for real, who you give your all to and you're vulnerable with, and you open the old sides and the new sides, all the sides in between, when you real with that person for real and raw,
period,
like they mirror some stuff to you that you need to see.
Right.
Like they mirror to you some things that you need to fix, and it's to heal you. Mm-hmm. It's to help you to grow, because that's what you need to sustain a healthy relationship. Mm-hmm. And then it also can show you that sometimes some people ain't ready to grow as fast as you are either. Some people need more time, and you have to understand where they are, and you have to understand their perspective too. And all in all, it makes me feel like people gotta be okay with letting shit go.
Right.
Like whether it be
right. I understand exactly what you're saying, like, because I'm from experience. I definitely will hold a grudge to the girl, but it's like, in a sense, I really don't, because it's like I still might deal with the person only because I'm so like, if I give you my loyalty, then you're stuck with it. Whether you make me mad or not, like it's just gonna be levels to the way I deal with you. If I told you I love you, then I really do, because I mean that shit. I mean what I say and say what I mean. So it's like, if I ever told you I love you, I mean that shit. I'm just not gonna deal with you. It could never be the same, you know. It's more like, yeah, you a step family member. This your
relative.
Relative.
There's a difference to me between family and relative, anyway.
Right.
Like, relative means we're related in some way, whether it be by marriage or by blood.
Right.
You're a relative. But if I consider you family, like my cousins that I deal with, you know what I'm saying, the few people that, like my brothers and stuff like that, and people that I grew up in church that I'm still connected to, like you, hey Ariel, like, those are my family, my kids, my man, like the family we're building, that's my family. Right. My 3 friends, those are that's my family. That's my core, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I have associates, and I have people that I know and people that I do love and stuff like that. But even people that were once I consider best friends, some of them are not in that position. It's not that I've lost love, but we just lost connection. We don't,
they don't hold when they say best friend, don't hold the same standards as when you say best friend.
Exactly.
Or when you say brother, or when you say so. So it's like, when you've been through that type of stuff, you learned them type of lessons. It's like, oh yeah, me at this point, instead, like my den, because I am a Leo, I'm every side, every piece of
Taurus,
every
all my bullshit
piece. When it comes to my den, you know what I'm saying, meaning my 4, that's my siblings, my kids, my siblings' kids, and my household, and my no, you know, that's how that's
your what?
My no. They know what I'm.
I just needed you to say it again for me. You're going for that. That's my shit.
Yeah. So it's like,
my man.
Yeah, that's her shit. And I got a knuckle.
He a knuckle too.
He is her knuckle.
Whole knuckle.
Yeah, but
nice
when you all you know is love, like when you grew up in love, because some people don't grow up in love, you know. When you grew up in love, and it's like, I grew up in love, and all I knew was my family, like, and my section, literally, like, so it's like, yeah.
And see, for me, I grew up with some love around me. Like, I knew there was love around me, but I also grew up in traumas. Like, the love was in toxicity. Like, the love was toxic. Like, it was clear that my parents loved each other, but they had a lot of toxic habits and a lot of things that they didn't want to let go of. And then some things, when they chose to let go of them, it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my dad passed away, my mom and him weren't even living in the same household. Like, but they were still married. But because my mom didn't believe in divorce and stuff like that, but she also didn't want to continue to deal with some of the things that were coming, and still going on after 30 years of with somebody. But I feel like, I'm a firm believer, and y'all know if you watch the podcast that I say all the time, if you're not happy to, remove yourself.
Right.
Like, I don't believe in staying anywhere you're not happy. I don't believe in staying anywhere where there's not development or promise.
Right.
If you know for a fact that whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a job, an opportunity, whatever it is, if you know and you can clearly see that there's no hope for it, then don't continue to press yourself and your time and your energy into it, because all you're doing is draining yourself.
Right.
And then you're going to have resentment towards the people involved when really it's you, because nobody knows what's best for you or what's really for you. Nobody get them gut feelings about stuff, about things that involve you but you. So it's best to really just try to make sure that you're on top of the core of you. Like, I'm trying to connect you to, I'm gonna edit this out. I don't care.
It's just like,
where is your settings?
right here.
Because I can't find shit. Your phone hot as a bitch.
It is. It's on charge. I mean, it's hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, a lot of us grew up in broken families. Like mine, like I said, it was love there, but it was also toxic, and it was more toxic that I saw on a regular basis than it was the love. Like, I still have things that I've recited to my mom, experiences and things that happened that I remember that I can never shake. Like, things that really make me feel some type of way about men and love. And
Is that 22 much?
girl, that's the default password. I ain't never changed it. That's what they said it is, and I ain't never changed it. Just be grateful.
Always.
Because your phone is the one that lost connection now.
Yeah. I mean, is that play my third?
But why is your camera turned, Lord Jesus?
You did it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I just opened it. No, it's just black. It ain't even the camera. See, you talking about I did it. It's your damn camera. I'm trying to help. Your phone is hot. That you don't need a moment. But I just feel like, watching people, like, I understand the sanctity of marriage and I respect it wholeheartedly. Like, if that's what, you feel is best for you, and you and that person feel like y'all can ride through anything. But I also don't believe in staying where you're not happy, period. Like, if you know what your values are, and you and that person have discussed what you all expect from the marriage and the relationship, and, you're both not putting in that equal, equal amount of, effort, then I feel like it's best to end it. And that's just what I feel. Like, I'm never going to agree with staying somewhere just because you signed a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Because you made vows. Because the vows are said to each other. So that means we both agree that we going to do this shit. Yep. Now, if I'm only one doing it and you're not doing it, then that means the agreement is null and void.
Right.
In my eyes. Straight up. If you're not doing your part, or I'm not doing my part. Because it can go either way. I ain't saying that it got to be, the other party all the time, whatever. But whoever is not, it's null and void. If you're not doing, and we've tried, what we're supposed to do, put in the effort to try to fix it, and I've come to you and been like, look, you ain't doing what the fuck you said you was going to do.
Yeah, so, okay, this day's Halloween, it ain't doing it. Ain't nobody doing it. Ain't nobody doing more about no rules. Ain't nobody doing shit half-hearted.
And see, that's also what I say, like, whatever you and your person agree on is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mean, like, by the Bible or I mean what you and your person, like, agreed on.
Right.
Like, so if you and your person agreed that, look, it's me and you. I'm only gonna live with you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
only
all that
gonna,
matters.
you know what I'm saying, have sex with you raw. But for time to time, I might, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out of town, I might fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never gonna disrespect you, and it's never gonna be no shit that's gonna embarrass you. Whatever y'all have y'all boundaries. If that's what y'all agreed on, then that's what I mean. That's y'all contract. And then if you know what I'm saying, or if it's like monogamous, like it's just us. We ain't fucking with nobody else. We ain't doing none of that. It's us. And then somebody break them rules, then the fuck is null and void.
Yeah, because it always go like that. Though.
Yeah, and then this is my thing. But like I don't believe in just giving up. You know what I'm saying? If you really, you know what I'm saying, want that person, because everybody makes mistakes. Nobody in this motherfucker is perfect. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you do, how many degrees you got, how much you. I healed myself. I meditated. I do all that shit too, and I am still not perfect. I have to apologize a lot, not just to my man, but to my kids and to myself. For stuff that I've allowed, for the things that I repeat, like the things I watch myself sometimes turning into my mom in certain instances, that in a negative way. And I have to, you know what I'm saying, apologize to myself for that, because these are things that I'm trying to unlearn and unteach and not do, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my kids and my family and my relationship. But it's something that is embedded in me, so it's something I have to unlearn. But I also have to give myself grace. So, yeah, I apologize to myself, too. Like, no. Like, shit is, And I feel like when people aren't willing to acknowledge that part, that you have separated from certain things, or people don't want to let you grow, they gotta be removed.
Yeah, they got to go. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead. See, you can't, because sometimes you be in some situations where you can't even say that to some people are so like stuck on. I'm not.
You was actually
nah, right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I ain't going on the show. That was
good.
good. I did good.
In your eyes.
So you can't, like, some people don't be. They be so to the point where they don't be them type of people so to the point where you can't even tell them, like, you know for sure they gonna go so far to the next power to make you feel like so bad, like you just be like, I gotta go ahead. I ain't even testifying nothing because I already know you're gonna make, and you be like, being that we are the type of people who don't give up or like to just, you know what I'm saying, it be like
you drag yourself. And that's something that I also had to check myself on and be accountable for, because not only have I had that done to me, but I have been the person to do that to people who, you know, were genuinely trying to change. But it was like at one point it was too much damage already done, and instead of me just saying, "Hey, I just can't," like, you didn't already did too much. I can't, you know what I'm saying, deal. Like, it ain't really nothing you can do to fix it. It was like I was still holding on because I loved them, and you know what I'm saying, it was toxic. Even if it wasn't like a fighting thing, it's like when it gets to that point when you know it's not gonna work and you don't let go, it's toxic from that on, because at that point it's just dragging something out that's inevitable, and you're not being fair to you or that person, because this is the time you could be healing and they could be healing, and maybe y'all might come back together, but just sitting there in it, just
I really believe that,
looking at people like waking up like
and if anything messes with my livelihood, like if I wake up and it's still on my mind, then it's a problem for me. I ain't about to be doing it, because yesterday is yesterday. Like, the last 5 minutes, that's the last 5 minutes. You can't get none of that
at all.
So it's like, yeah, I'm moving on up like the Jefferson.
She on my nerves. But I feel like also in certain times it has been like clear to me.
We got the comment, people say they want people real, they want real. Come around, they don't. even notice. They just know it's someday. No. Yeah, you're right. And it's like for
if it's something like when people for
Go
the
ahead.
people on my, you know what I'm saying, who couldn't see the comment, it said basically like people say they want something real, but when they get it, it's foreign to them and they run from it.
Right.
Like a lot of people are scared, like it's too good to be true.
Exactly.
You don't really
Because they
want
can
me.
make you
You
run
don't
too.
really, you don't really want me. You
when
don't
you
really.
when you too raw, like it's like
Okay,
something you ain't never like.
Love
There's
you
no
too.
way it'll scare you, and I could be scared. I am a runner. I ain't a runner. It's just like I don't like to hurt people, like period. So before I hurt you, I either just go ahead or because anything I can make like I feel like. Before, like to the point where it's like if I love you to the point where it's like I go ahead if I feel like I'm because everything on me, anything I do, like it's all me. Like it's nothing. Nobody's making me do anything. Like if I love you, then it's like you can have my whole life. On God, like because I really mean that if I ever say that. So it's like again, like you said, like people be so real now run, but it's like oh the niggas be running, bro. Females gonna run like anyway. That's like emotion, like a fucking.
But this is the thing, not really. Like
only because you.
I feel like no. I feel like it's on the person. Period.
Yeah.
Like because there are males that will stick around when they not really being satisfied and they not happy too, and it's females that run too.
Reasons.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. So it's either way, it's for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Now females mostly, if they stand for the wrong reasons, it's their wrong reasons. It's more emotionally tied. Whereas men, it's what they getting out of probably, you know what I'm saying, sexually or monetarily.
But,
like
oh, go ahead.
So, like in some situations, like you said, if I feel like I'm the problem, I'll remove myself too. But I have left every situation. That I've been in. Like every relationship that I've been in, nobody has left me. I've left them.
Exactly.
Like I don't really. Like, and I've had conversations with them, like, afterwards, everybody tries to get me back, and that's not because I don't understand, like, you ain't want me when you had me, why you want me back? I don't see that as no prize, and it's not something that I feel happy about. Like, I really could give a fuck, honestly. Because once I get, like, me, I'm a Taurus. If you know anything about Tauruses, we're loyal to a fault. So that means we have a problem letting go. Right. So if I get to the point where I have to let you go, you done did it. Like, you done did it. And that's that. I don't really do too many running back. Like, I'm not, what we doing? Why? For what reason? I'm not with that.
So you said people spend years in wild shit, but get something real, be ready
over every disagreement
because they be so hurt from the previous.
Exactly.
It's not that, and it's like for real for me. It's like me before anything. If I ain't got my shit together, I ain't even about to be doing none of that. Cause this is me as a woman. I'm a woman first. Like I stand on certain standards, and a lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Principles, morals, and all that type of shit. If I ain't got my shit together enough for, you know what I'm saying, to be for me, I ain't fucking with no nigga.
Exactly. That's why you take chances with people.
Yeah.
Gotta accept people for who they is. People are beautiful. We gotta learn to accept flaws from everyone. Exactly. Like when people have a problem with self-accountability.
Yeah.
People have a problem with looking in the mirror. So, like we talked about the last episode. So, when people, you know what I'm saying, have that issue and they haven't addressed it and they're not working on it, then, yeah, that's always going to be a problem.
Right.
Like, because you're going to always feel like, oh, you ain't got everything. Like, nobody's going to have everything you want. Everything, nobody's going to come in perfect packaging. But if they have the core values that you require and that you believe in, then you have to be willing to work with people, because regardless of whether you want to acknowledge it or not, everybody got their shit.
Facts.
I know. And I tell people this when they meet me, like, I am a lot.
Yeah, a situation. You know, I'm a situation.
Like, niggas be like, you a trip. No, I'm a journey.
No, okay.
I promise you. It's not like no, oh, be right back. You know what I'm saying? Weekend visit. It's a lot.
I just try my best not to cost too much. So, yeah, but...
I'm frugal. No, but seriously, I like the pretty packaging come with a whole lot of other shit in here. Like, I am a lot of women, not all negative, but not all positive either. And I know that, and I own that. And, you know, some stuff, you know, it's, you know, the negative side is a lot less than it used to be. You know what I'm saying? A year ago, a day ago, a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm constantly working on myself.
Mm-hmm.
As we all should be.
As we all should be.
I don't know if we are, but as we all should be.
Oh, look at gang. Faux shits. And I'm saying, but I'm on the Nash shit right now. Pounds fresh.
This lady.
Oh,
Anyway, so
that a 9 million shit. But anyway.
I feel like if you are not ready to change yourself, then that's why it's hard for you to accept somebody else change. Like, cause it's just too.
Yeah, but no, see, this is what it is. It's like, I feel like it's like, but people have to stop expecting looking at it like it's supposed to be like, nah, it don't supposed to be like, no, you gotta what's understood. Like, with your partner, like you said, with your person, you gotta understand what's understood for the fuck with your nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be sizing your shit, relationship goals and all that dumb ass shit. That shit.
Okay, if y'all pay attention in the last couple of years, majority of the people who, you know what I'm saying, we looked up in relationships, they didn't have fucked up shit. Beyonce got cheated.
I don't even look them people up.
Beyonce, you don't have to look it up.
They human people.
I know that's one exactly, but hold on, I'm making a point because we understand that.
Oh, all right.
You know that people don't understand that. The churn.
So the daughter sons, okay?
The son daughters.
The son.
But you know what I'm saying? Beyonce got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
But why would?
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon had 10 babies. You know what I'm saying? Fucking. Who else cheated?
Nick Cannon.
What? 10 babies. He just had the 10th one. Who else? Y'all know Nia Long just got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Well, it just came out. I don't know when she got cheated on specifically.
She just came out.
It just came out.
Oh,
that she got cheated. No, it just came out that she got cheated on, girl. But it, you know what I'm saying?
Every bitch gets cheated on. It depends on whether you know or not.
The point that I'm making is, like, people don't get that everybody's human. Mm-hmm. Like, it can happen to anybody. Mm-hmm. Like, Takeoff was the most laid back of the Migos, like, chilling. He literally just started coming out his shell and started being himself. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he gone.
He took off.
Over some shit that ain't had nothing to do with him for real. And yeah, every nigga can get cheated on too. It's niggas out here like that be letting women drag them too. For real. And I don't understand. Like,
I honestly believe, for real, I honestly believe that if any party cheats, they're lacking something at home. But then again, I can't say that because period. But I can't say that because it's like you can do whatever for a man, you know what I'm saying, and then still get cheated on. Mm-hmm. It's just that. That's just their human nature, you know. Well, I just feel like that.
So I got different beliefs about shit, so I ain't even speak on that again.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I ain't said my local.
Hold on, no, I'm saying, girl, I'm just saying. Anyway, I got different beliefs as far as black men,
right?
And you know what I'm saying, as far as our ancestry and shit. So yeah, if you want to know about that, go watch other episodes. I ain't gonna say
race.
Never. Y'all seen my TikTok. Y'all know.
I ain't never.
Can't do it. Like even the half breeds, I can't. It's not for me. It all smell like pork to me.
Hey, daughter.
It all smell like pork.
And
I'm not.
What?
It all smell like pork to me. That's what. Like I don't like my meat medium rare or pink. I like it well done.
I don't want no pink in my steak.
Like people, like my mom is a chef, and she'd be like, "You ruined steak." I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Well, who eats blood in steak?
That's how you supposed to cook it, gourmet style, like restaurant style. Like if they say if you cook it all the way, you're ruining the steak because it gets tough. I don't give a fuck.
My steak ain't tough.
But anyway. Only time my steak is tough is if you put it in the refrigerator and you try to eat it the next day and you try to microwave it.
I be cooking steak for 5 hours. Slow cooking that bitch for an hour. And now.
Real juice. But anyway. My thing is, like, allow people to change, to develop, to grow. Allow people to show you something different. If you're with somebody and they were once like this and they always did this and they always acted like this and they're slowly trying to change and they're showing you that they're trying to change, whether it be male or female, respect that or get the fuck. And let somebody else reap the benefits of them growing. Because if you have to accept that you're not paying attention. That you're not paying attention and you're not respecting their growth. Straight the fuck up. Right. Don't hold nobody to nobody else's standards. Don't expect anyone to be like somebody else. And like a lot of men I've talked to on the podcast and stuff have talked about how women expect them to be like the last nigga and they so damaged. But it's a lot of men out here who are like that too. And there are men who, they've been hurt so much or they have issues with their mom or the women in their lives. So they have all of this resentment towards women straight up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, they're going to see you as these females. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that. Like, don't categorize, like, you know what I'm saying? Categorize me
ain't none of that.
as
I'm a Ross.
And I'm pressure.
Like, no, I ain't a sad.
Pure pressure.
I'm a Ross. I'm a 9. Period. With a switch.
I'm not with it. Like,
nah, but for real, it's like I never do that anyway. And I don't put on like deal with people or deal with anybody on just like what they did to somebody else. They ain't never did nothing to me. Or it's like I don't be doing it. I go off how everything about me, how I feel, what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's about me. I do what I want to do. You know that can be addiction. You know that. What? You're addicted to doing what you want to do. That can be addiction.
Yeah, but that's not good either.
It's not.
Especially in a relationship.
It's not.
Like, you have to do what's best for your relationship. Fact. That has to be your mind. Fact. Like, what's good for you. If you got kids, and what's good for your family. Like, that's something that I'm heavy on. Like, I also own the fact that I'm a relationship person. I don't be liking being outside.
Yeah.
Like, when I be outside, I be bored. Like, I need people to take care of and shit to do. Like, I like taking care of my family. I like taking care of my family.
Yeah, me too. That's all I know.
Yeah, and then, like, that's something that's embedded in me from a childhood, but that's not something I take as a negative. Like, man, your own business. I'm also gonna grind, though. Like, I gotta have my own money. Like, I can't. No shame. I have to be a businesswoman and a wife and mother. Like, I can't just be either or. Like, both sides are a big part of me. So I own that too. Because when I tried to just sit in the house and just be somebody's housewife, I was ready to take his head off, my head off, the kids' head off. I was cussing everybody out because I was just frustrated. Like, I need to get the fuck out this house and get my own money. Like, I don't like this shit. I don't like asking nobody for shit. Never have, never will. Like,
that shit sent me.
Like,
the thought of red dependency, I just said that last week. It give me a that.
Like, even when you tell me you're going to do something, I don't want to have to remind you. Like, I hate when people like, well, you should have reminded me. Why? You said you was going to do it. Why did I have to remind you? Like, if I tell you I'm going to do something, it's not your job to remind me. Like, especially if you told me, like, you volunteered to do it.
Now, see, when you start out, not to cut you off, but see, for me, when you start out, the way you came is something. You just used to that. So it's like, I ain't got to say nothing like, so it's like, that been my problem for relationships after, my but it's like, I want what I want. I don't have to tell my nigga that. Like,
and see, that's...
So it's like, when I got to tell somebody that shit send me. So it's like, that's why I'm independent, really.
And so for me, like, that's my thing. Like, I have a thing where, you know what I'm saying, I was like she is, you know what I'm saying, how she feel. And I realized that shit is not healthy.
It's not, but...
Hold on. Oh. Let me tell you. What the fuck? Look.
Yeah, you left that in there.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, God. I'm gonna put... Do I get...
Where
I got some... You move it right here.
All right,
I don't like this.
You don't like this?
I don't have no more of those though.
You don't got no... Well, what you gonna do?
Anyway, I'm gonna roll it in this, but I hate this fucking blunt video. Anyway, I'm gonna edit that shit out too, cause that has shit to do with the topic. Anyway, but I feel like
no, I'm wrong. I don't do shit.
Peer pressure, but
gang.
I really feel like it's not healthy to expect somebody to know what you want and what you need from them. Like, I'm very vocal, and sometimes I'm a little too vocal. I own that too. I have to learn when to turn down, because you know who you be.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying you told me in last episode, and you know I've been talking about that thinking about that. It is, and I didn't realize it was till you said it, and I kept playing that clip over. That's why I had to repost it, because like, when I post the different clips of each episode, these are clips like that mean something to me. And if you check purepressure.com, you'll see the blog. A lot of those clips I've done blogs on and why they were so impactful for me.
Right.
Like, Pure Pressure, the podcast, the brand, all that stuff is healing for me. It's all a journey for me, and it's all helping me. Like, I'm doing this out loud, vocally, visually, whatever. And also, I want to help people along the way. That's the whole point as well. So, that's why, like, y'all see me post the parts that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because it's funny or whatever. Like, it means something if you pay attention to the moments. Like, when I said that she is the female Boosie, I mean it. And mark my words, I mean it.
And I meant that when I said I'm working on laughing at the wrong side. I was dead serious.
Yeah.
So don't ever think that pressure is...
It's
everything about this shit is wrong.
Very much so.
And I don't know how to cut none of that. So it's like, if I got to post it, it's gonna be like this.
This is the thing. The thing about it is like, for real. The problem for a lot of people with us is the fact that we don't cut cards. But also a lot of why people love us and, you know what I'm saying, appreciate us so much is because we don't cut cards. So it's like, can't please everybody because I'm going to be me. So if you don't like somebody that's going to give it to you straight up and going to be upfront and honest and blunt.
But I tone it down with people I love.
Yeah.
But
like,
they expect me to be wrong.
It's not like, this is the thing. I'll tone it down, but I'm not going to sugarcoat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be clear about what I feel and who I am and, you know what I'm saying, how I carry it. Like, most of my friends know we go places and stuff, and my gun is always on me. I'm registered to carry, and I'm not comfortable going nowhere. The things that I've experienced in my life, this is from my experience. The things that I have experienced in my life, I'm not comfortable as a woman, a black woman, shaped how I'm shaped, with the face I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comfortable going outside without it. Straight up. And if I can't bring Diamond, then I'm probably not coming. And they know that. And they respect it. Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's just an example. But it's for my protection and theirs as well. Like, I feel, and I've always felt like I've had to protect myself because it's always been something since I can remember for me to protect myself from.
Right.
It's never been fully safe in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm now at a space where I feel more safe. Like, I told my boyfriend, that's one of the biggest things. The only reason, like, people know, like, I've been single for a minute. And I've been, you know, people that ain't been right, or I felt like, you know, they had potential, but they, you know, didn't show that they wanted it or weren't consistent, I removed it. Right. Whether it hurt, whether, you know, there was history, whatever it was, because I was at a point, once I decided to leave my marriage, I wasn't settling for shit. I was married to my son's father.
You ain't told me that.
Girl, you late. Anyway, bitch, I was
That's
married.
bug.
You wild as a
Sister,
bitch.
that's bug.
How didn't you know that?
You never told me.
When you met me, I was still married. When you re-met me, because you've been...
We met on the way home.
Anyway, during that time, I was still married. That person knew I was married.
Oh, I ain't saying I was wrong, but what I say was...
No, I'm just saying I was separated, but I was still married.
Something else wrong with that. Ladies, don't cheat.
Anyway, I know I wasn't cheating.
Because I won't give in that. And we're not giving that. We're not giving that.
Pause. I ain't.
Yeah, we ain't giving that shit.
I was separated, and that person was already in several relationships, and that was the person
married on paper.
Anyway, yeah, I was just married on paper. Okay, so I was literally married on paper for 6 months before we weren't together at all. Like, that's it. So it was really an annulment because I had broken up with him. He proposed to me to try to keep me, and then he still was showing signs he was still doing fuck shit. So I just ended it.
I really don't think the paper mean that.
And the only reason it took so long to get a divorce is because he kept fighting. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to let go, even though he was in a whole nother relationship. You live with somebody else. But anyway, some people. That's a whole nother episode, whole nother situation. Some people just but that's probably why I ain't mention it, because it was like that shit been over. Like that shit been over for 5 years now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, February make 5 years. Yeah. So anyway, I was single for like 4. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying, 4.5, some change, whatever you want to call it. But like I was dating, and there are people that I felt connections with and stuff, but like I said, the consistency wasn't there. Yeah. Like there are certain things that I like. Okay, so for instance, I'm very clear. If you want to kick it, we can kick it. If that's what, you know what I'm saying, the agreement is between us, that we ain't tying nothing down, and cool. When you not with me, it's not my business what you're doing. When you're with me, you're to respect me, you know what I'm saying, all that type shit. I got certain, you know what I'm saying, protocols for you to be in my presence. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just what it is. But if, you know, you come, you know what I'm saying, if that's the original agreement, and then later on, you know what I'm saying, because time is passing, people got emotions, everybody has feelings, and shit get involved, and, you know, we have a discussion, we decide to change the agreement, and the agreement is to be in a relationship and to be exclusive, and then you breach the agreement, then, you know what I'm saying, we have a conversation, like me, the way that I handle it. Hey, alright, so this ain't working for you this time. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to how it was. You know what I'm saying? We can chill, like, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you an out. Like, I give people an opportunity to say what it is and what they really desire. But what the problem is, like you said, is the control. People will ask of you what they're not willing to give to you. And that's not fair. A lot of people have a problem with saying, I really, you know what I'm saying, I don't want you dealing with nobody else, but I'm probably still doing.
Yes, because they be giving husband standards and doing son shit.
Yeah. In that
me personally, I don't want to wear the boxers in my crib. Period. Like, bottom line.
No, hold on.
I don't want to wear
I do want to wear his boxers.
Yeah, literally.
I like wearing his boxers.
But, no, I don't want to be the man.
Nope. I don't. And that's what
if I can get over on you, I do not want to fuck with you.
Listen, I was talking to... I was talking to my best friend about that earlier. I said, like, a lot of people have told me, oh, you want to be a nigga so bad. No, I do not. I want to be gentle. I want to, like I told you, I want to be the baby. Like, I want to be careful and love me, pay attention to me.
Right.
Give me stuff. Hold me, feed me. That. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, what? No, I've always had to be that.
Okay,
like when I had to be that.
Trail nigga. Translation. Okay, trail nigga. Okay, yeah. Street bitches gonna trail nigga hit with it. All that I really mean that. But what I'm saying is translation on the other side. Like I love a man, meaning a a provider. That's gonna pipe my
protector.
Like a protector, all that type of stuff. Like that's what I'm saying. So it's like, don't think like no, but it's like it's 100% in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always give 100. Always 100%. So and my person always gonna give 100%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit.
Cause at that point, if both of y'all not giving it your all, then you faking it till you make it, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And both sides got to be willing to like work on it. If that's what you want, both parties got to want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be one side. You can't just keep on fighting some shit. You fighting by yourself. How?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm big on that too. Like I have definitely been in situations where I've been fighting by myself. And I'm not willing to do that.
Right.
Like if I feel like I'm the only one putting in the effort and the passion and you know what I'm saying, really showing love, because that's a big issue for me. Like a lot of people don't understand like showing love and like saying you love somebody are two different things.
Are two totally different things. Totally. And
like,
that's again like loving somebody and being in love with somebody. That's two different things.
Facts. Because it's a lot of people that I got love for. Now, it's people that I got love for. It's people that I love. And it's this man I'm in love with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Know the difference. Know the difference.
It's definitely, you know what I'm saying, different. And, you know what I'm saying, not only am I in love with him, but I love him and I have love for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my best friend. Like, we talk about everything.
No, for
probably
real,
some shit we shouldn't even be talking about. Like, people would be like, why the fuck would you tell him that? Because that's my nigga.
Man, listen, pause.
Like,
you find that one, like, listen, when you are laying with a motherfucker for real. No, for real, I'm talking about that type of shit. Well, you ain't got to say nothing.
Like, sometimes he'll be like, babe. I'll be like,
man, you better fight. You better go to war with God or whoever you bow down to. You know, for that shit. Because you ain't going to get that shit no more. I promise you.
And that's the thing, like, I keep telling him, like, he is really the Joker and I'm really Harley Quinn. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, that is the male version of me. Like, in so many ways. And because he's younger, like, that means nothing as far as how he carries himself. How he carries himself as a man, because he definitely carries his manhood better than a lot of men that I know that are my age. But it's more so how he is who I was at his age. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, he is the male version of me. So some things, like, I learned from him because there's certain things that he mirrors to me, like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, that I didn't pay attention to at first. Like, or that I felt like I had healed from, or I felt like was okay and was over with, and I, you know what I'm saying, that part of my life won't, you know what I'm saying, a problem no more. He done made me address some shit. You know what I'm saying, in the short time that we've been together. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for, you know what I'm saying, the shit that I'm like, oh, okay, need you.
Because it ain't too many motherfuckers that can tell you nothing. That's inhuman. Like, it's only a couple of motherfuckers, like, because everybody know you. You know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, being that I'm a situation. You know what I'm saying?
A journey.
A journey. No, for real. It's like...
Bitch, I'm Jefferson Davis. That bitch go from here to Georgia. Okay?
Bitch.
And do it
the wall. Georgia. The Great Wall.
That shit might go past Georgia. That shit go far. Okay.
Nah, but It's like for real. It's just like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be different.
My thing is like,
tell me something.
You know what I'm saying, hear people, you know what I'm saying, comment on how I look, you know what I'm saying, physicalities and shit like that. Cool, whatever. I see myself every day. But for me, seeing me means something different. Mm-hmm. Seeing me means seeing my flaws, like seeing my insecurities, seeing that I don't see myself like everybody else sees me. Nice. Seeing that I need to be held without me having to tell you. Seeing that I'm hungry and I ain't ate in 3 hours because I was focused on business or school or the kids or a house or you. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing that I need just to be hugged or I need to be encouraged or, seeing, me struggling with my business and, you know what I'm saying, helping me,
even
with orders or whatever.
Of even caring.
Yeah, like, the effort, that's what I mean by seeing me. Like, those are the parts that make it clear when somebody's really your best friend. Mm-hmm. Like, even if it's not, like, in a relationship, if it's a friendship, like, I keep bringing up my best friend from earlier, but like me and her have been through it. Like I told her earlier, like the people that are around me at this point in my life since I turned 30 years old, those are my people. Mm-hmm. Like the people that are still here, that's it. I'm cool with meeting new people, being cool and associates and stuff. But as far as me feeling like I need to add to my friend group or I need like these people get me. These people have grown with me. These people see me. Like, me and Ross have been, cool now. She don't realize it for almost 4 years.
For real?
But I've known her from Jackson Wolf, you know what I'm saying? Like, before. You know what I'm saying? When we was younger. But it's crazy, like, when you relink with people and you realize connections and you be like, bro, where you been? Like, it's
the same reaction, like, and I'm extra as much. But it's the same reaction. It's like, that's when you know it's genuine. When you see a motherfucker, it's spiritual.
So for me, it be like, sometimes it's with souls. Like, that's how I feel with my man. Like, I don't feel like I just met him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I recognize his soul. Certain things about him, I know about him that he don't even know about him. And if you know anything about spirituality and women and the womb, then you know we carry certain things for our men. And we're supposed to.
Exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother
conversation. That's a whole nother episode.
That's so, you know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying, something you gotta book me to talk to me about.
It's like, and a lot of people, like, certain men don't even, like, wouldn't even understand if a female told them, I love your soul.
Like, or, like, that I see parts of you that you don't see.
Yeah, I see you. You see me, I see you.
Yeah, like, they be like, I see you. No, you see me.
That's just like, when you say something to somebody and they be like, I be like, you heard what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, I heard. No, I need you to listen.
Did you comprehend?
Did you listen?
Even if you listening, did you comprehend? Because even if you know what I'm saying, process the words, do you understand what they mean? That's what I'm saying. Comprehension. Yeah, comprehension. I'm telling you.
Do you understand?
Because you can put the words together, but did they make sense to you? Did it, you know what I'm saying? Did you gather?
Sometimes a lot of people don't even understand what they say. I'm working on that, saying that up there.
But sometimes shit need to be said.
Yeah.
That's the thing about that. But also, when you're trying to evolve, when you're trying to change, comprehension is a big thing too, because you have to be able to distinguish and discernment. Lord Jesus. Discernment, communication. You have to be able to determine, and you have to pray on that to whoever you believe in, however you see fit, meditate, whatever. But you gotta go within and figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Because discernment, like, shit is deceitful out here. Not just people, shit. Like food, the weather, everything is like, everything is deceitful. You don't know what to believe, who to believe, the animals, the plants. This is man-made, that ain't real, this has no nutritional value.
Thanks.
This person ain't really who they say they was. This person
that ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to worry about what you, stop worrying about that.
Anyway, what I'm saying is everything is deceitful. So you have to be able to determine what's real and what's fake. Even if it's what's real and what's fake to you. Like, you have to be able to say, all right, you know what I'm saying, this is what I hold to be true. Straight up. And stand on it. But you also, you have to be able to communicate.
What's up, bro?
Like, people have a problem with, like, speaking how they really feel. Yeah. Like, you can't.
It's hard for me to explain a feeling, and which is natural. It's because you can't explain a feeling. You can't put that in the words, like. So it's like, it'd be really hard for me to explain a feeling. That's why it'd be like so wrong. Because it's like. But you know.
So it's either like, what I've noticed for me is like, well, I used to be, because now I've been trying to do different things. But before, I was just explosive. Like, I just say, because for me, it takes a while for me to explode. Just to build up. When I exploded, you know what I'm saying, it would just come out. So now I try to, like, speak how I feel when I feel it, instead of bottling stuff up. Now, you gotta also pick your battles with that. That's the thing I'm learning to balance. Like, everything warrants a response. Not everything warrants a reaction. Not everything warrants words. Like, sometimes you can, you know what I'm saying, just let stuff be. That's cool. Like, but some things you need to address. Yeah. Like, you need to say,
yeah. I now, baby.
Because, you know what I'm saying, pressure is pressure in all types of ways. And my attitude,
I specialize in popping off.
And like I said, I'm working on myself, but I ain't that hill yet.
I'm a work in progress.
Exactly. God ain't done with me yet.
God ain't done with me yet.
And I don't think the part of me that can pop off and fuck some shit up, I don't think that part will ever really be gone. Yeah, it got. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just a permanent piece. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, the control is what will continue to be, you know, progressive. Like, I'll learn to control it. However, I ain't, you know, we ain't even at 50% control yet. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't be needing nobody to be tapping on, you know what I'm saying, don't poke the bell. Don't poke the bell, because child. Don't do it. But, you know, I don't have them problems right now. I'm cool. I'm very appreciative. Like, I
blessed and highly favored.
You know what I'm saying? Because before,
Lord knows,
dressing all black.
Lie down.
This is for my homies. You know. Anyway, I, you know, in my former life. Long time ago. Long time ago. Way past 7 years. Long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I used to be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I've always been a cool, chill bitch. I just don't.
That's the thing. I be chill while I'm being crazy. Yeah. Like, I'm a smile while I cry type shit. And you gonna be like, what the fuck? If I start smiling and laughing and giggling like that, but tears running down my face.
If you saw me cry, really, like, you got to be somebody to me, like.
You gotta get away.
And then that shit sent me, because I don't even like crying. Like, big girls don't cry, but that's some shit I got to unlearn, because that was how I was raised. I was raised by a man, so.
Yeah, and it's okay
it's okay to cry, but
I'm talking about that cry. That's a toxic cry. That's a danger. Everybody run. Somebody call the doctors.
Yeah, because you know it'd be two different. I don't know. It's a type of
yeah, like if I'm like, oh my god,
yeah,
okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm like,
I might be laughing 9 times out of 10. No, yeah, ain't nobody gonna see me cry.
Like if I'm, okay, cool, type shit. It's not cool.
It's not.
If I just hit you with the okay, got you.
Okay.
It's not okay, and I do got you. And you don't even know how I got you. And
yeah,
so that's probably
I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I won't forget it.
Anyway.
No, I'm working on that.
That's toxic.
My kid free. Yeah, that's toxic. So I'm working on the toxic.
We gotta be better if we want better.
Yeah.
And that's for all the people.
Yeah. Because I'm a gonna be, not a wanna be, you know.
I am. Fuck that.
I am. I'm a gonna be. I am.
No, I am.
I am.
Not gonna be, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Fucking period. The greatest me. I'm working on being the greatest me.
Got to. That's all. That's the only competition in the business.
Facts. Oh,
but all in all, the episode is really about allowing not only yourself but other people to change and to grow. Stop holding people to standards, like expecting them to act the same way they used to act, to do the same shit they used to do.
Facts.
People are allowed to change their mind, to change their actions, to change their approach, to change their perspective. Period. Like, just because I used to believe something or I felt like something was okay and, you know, something was correct, I gained knowledge and I know now differently. So allow me that. Respect that. Stand, you know what I'm saying?
And also expect people to change. Don't.
Yeah.
You gotta say that too. Always expect people to change. Everybody don't change. Some people be too far, you know what I'm saying, gone. Well, and some people just literally don't want to change, you know.
Yeah,
like,
but what I'm saying is like the expect thing, but expect like something about them is going to change.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Even if they don't acknowledge it, if they don't see it, something about them is going to change. Like even if they don't want to, because circumstances change and circumstances change people.
Facts.
Like that's straight up what it was.
But
like
expect you to change. It's just work on you.
Embrace that.
Embrace that. Just work on you. And don't even worry about nothing. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, don't even worry about it.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
And for real, honestly, just be okay with not, you know what I'm saying, being in the same places or not wanting, like, if you look at most celebrities that are still alive and still successful, they have moved out of the places and cities and stuff where they used to stay. They don't, you know what I'm saying, they're not around the same environments. They change their needs, their wants, their desires. Environments have changed.
And they won't scare.
And they're okay with that. Like, you have to want more for yourself, want better for yourself, and for the people that you love. So, embrace that. Let's not make people feel, you know what I'm saying, like they wrong for changing.
Facts. And if they make you feel like that, they ain't for you.
And that's just that on that.
And that's just that on that.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, 9 pounds the brush. No, but don't forget, first episode of You Say Wait Ross is dropping on the 9th at 9. Y'all already know everything about the 9. Free that campaign. Share. You know.
And y'all know this episode will be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, podcast, Amazon Music, all that stuff. Just search Pure Pressure Podcast.
Pure Pressure Podcast.
And you know what I'm saying? Hashtag 9 pounds of pressure.
Period.
And we're out of here. Talk to y'all next time.